everyone, welcome back to Hope and Coffee. I'm Hope, and with me is my coffee. Don't worry, he's right here. But today we're just kind of talking about what's coming up for the weekend. I had some amazing weekend plans planned. However, they've kind of fallen through because I was hopeful that one of my best friends was going to be able to make it out here and spend the weekend, and we were going to do a whole bunch of fun things, and I was going to actually take tomorrow off, and tomorrow's Friday, but sadly some things have come up, and I totally get it. Life happens, and sometimes things are out of your control, so what do you do? Like, you can, I mean, so one of the things was we were going to go kayaking or canoeing. I was able to find some people down by the pool who gave me a reference on a place to go called Flint River Expeditions, and I don't think it was too far away, but it looked like a privately owned kind of like local mom and pop sort of canoeing adventure, and you could rent a canoe or a kayak and take a float down the river. So I thought that could have been kind of fun. And it's been pretty hot, so today or the weekend would have been a great time for it. Lots of sunscreen, slather the sunscreen on, and wear our swimsuits under a tank top and just get out there and get burned to a crisp. All those fun things, and kind of see some of Alabama. Because I don't know if y'all were aware, but Alabama is like this northern part up here in Huntsville, because it's kind of at the bottom of kind of like the little Appalachian Mountain like area, and it may have a specific name for these particular mountain range. I'm not sure, but I think it's part of the chain of the Appalachians. Um, and the Tennessee River is not too far away. It's really quite gorgeous. There are waterfalls, there are beautiful rock structures, there's some gorges and canyon-esque. Don't think Grand Canyon, but like think like nice sloping hills that are beautiful and green and spacious and look serene. And I've seen a lot of this on a particular Instagram account that I started following because I was looking for places to hike and explore in my area. And I knew that this area was known for those sorts of things, even though it's kind of I think actually right now might be the largest city in Alabama. If someone wants to fact check me on that, please do. But from what I remember reading recently, Huntsville has become the largest city in Alabama and is growing by upwards of 9 people a day. And I was like, wow. So some things that I found were there is a meadery, a distillery, there are quite a few breweries, there's some really cool, quaint coffee shops. There's a coffee shop called the Dragon's Forge, so please look that up. It is so cute. It's like walking into a Harry Potter common room mixed with a little D&D, and it's got some local art and really great food and drinks. Highly recommend. And it's in a kind of an art collective. So like they took an old warehouse called Low Mill Arts Center, and they put kind of an art collective in there. So there's lots of small, lesser known, or maybe well known. Heck, I'm brand new to this area. These people are probably way, way well known. But independent artists, creators, heck, there's like a plant shop in there. There's costumes in there. There's a photographer in there. I think I saw some people painting Warhammer miniatures. There was a tattoo artist in there. You can wander around for hours. It's like 2 floors, and then it's like 2 buildings that are kind of connected, and then there's like a what they call the train car building that's out there as well. You can find some food along the way. There's some like popsicles, and I'm not talking about lollipops. I'm talking about like the frozen like popsicles that you used to probably get from the grocery store for like a pack of 50 for like $5. But these are more gourmet flavors, so because they make them in house, and so they're really delicious. But needless to say, I had some really fun plans for this weekend, kind of planned out, and sadly, kind of like I need to kind of triage my plans. I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I don't mind wandering around a little bit, but there is something like for me that I don't want to go sit at a bar and have a drink by myself because it just doesn't feel safe. And I think it's just due to some trauma I've had in the past of some things that have happened that I just don't feel safe going out and doing those sorts of things anymore. And I used to have a person in my life who would constantly harp on me about I should go do that sort of thing, to the point that I never really fully revealed to him why I couldn't go do that, but trauma will keep you from doing those sorts of things. And so I'll go out during the day, I'll go do a little shopping, which I should not be spending any sort of money right now, and wander around a little bit. I've gone to the downtown area and kind of seen what's going on out there. It's really cute as well, and they're building it up really nicely. And there's an apartment complex over there I was like that close to going to look at, and it's called Twickenham, I believe. But it looks like a really fun little area to kind of explore, and I think Argos would have loved it, except there's not a lot of grass. But my weekend plans kind of fell through. I may do what I did last weekend, which is go to the pool and kind of meet more people maybe. I don't know. I don't want to get too sunburned. I'm starting to get a little bit of a suntan line starting to form under here. I try to keep my sunscreen on so I don't get burned. Crossing fingers, haven't burned yet this summer. Try to keep that SPF, usually a 30 on is what I kind of keep on, except for like 50 on my face, because I do not want to get burned, like on my nose, chin, cheeks, what have you. No, absolutely not. It's always such a nightmare. But I just wanted to kind of find out what you all were doing for the weekend, because I would love ideas, and I would love if anybody wants to come visit, please head on up to Huntsville and come see what it's all about. I know there is a botanical garden, so depending on the temperature, I'm not sure if I want to go walk around the botanical garden. If it's upper 70s, low 80s, I might go. But if it's in the 90s, like, I probably will avoid it unless I go earlier in the morning. So that's an option. And I might go find a boba tea place, because I'm kind of craving some boba tea. And, there was one other thing I was looking for: Indian food. I was looking for a place to get some Indian food, because I have been having a craving for that rich, succulent curry. And the naan, I like the garlic naan, but it doesn't even matter, just whatever kind of naan they have. And I just want to indulge and have a really decadent sort of weekend like that. So, let me know what your plans are, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next page. Thanks for tuning in.